Okay, thank you very much for your patience. Tea has been acquired. All is well in the world. Did you also get treats and or drinks? Speaking of, I'm gonna have a protein ball. Which just looks like cookie dough. But has a lot of protein in it, so it's good. Thank you, Mina. Trying to get better with not snacking so much, so. Thank you, Sonoma. These are like stupidly expensive, but they have been really yummy. They're peanut butter chocolate chip bites. For 3 pieces, they have 9 grams. So I think that one little ball is like 3 grams of protein in it, which is pretty good. They're like peanut butter chocolate chip cookie dough or whatever. Yeah, I like them because like, I like that, like, see how small it was? Like, I hate getting I hate getting protein bars because as much as you can like wrap them up later, like, it still isn't really the same thing. Like, I just prefer like a bite of protein. I can never do the full bars. I get like 3 bites into a protein bar and I'm like, yeah, that's enough of that. Doesn't matter which one it is. I've tried a million. They all taste the same. They all taste like protein. Like, I was bummed. They used to, I don't know if you guys ever tried this. Vector, the cereal, used to have, and I haven't been able to find them since, but they used to have like Vector bites, and they were the exact idea. They had like the Vector cereal and like kind of like a granola bite or whatever, and they were full of a bit more protein. I loved those, because those I could like, you know, just like pop a few and be like, okay, we're good, great, awesome. Yeah, if you can eat more, these are like, and this is bad because I'm pretty sure there are like, there's 10 pieces in this, and I'm pretty sure this thing was like $9. So it's like nearly $1 per like little ball. I only eat one at a time, and I've had these for like, they take forever to expire, but I've had them for like well over a month, so I stretched them out. But I agree, no, they'd be so freaking expensive if you actually like ate them. Like even one a day, it'd be like, oh god. Yeah, yiker doodles. I still has peanut butter cups. Oh, god, I want that now. Peanut butter always good, yes. The Nature Valley protein bars aren't that bad. Could break them up and put them into Tupperware. That's the thing. I think if I could break one apart, I found one I really like. I just find all of them, like, they all taste like protein powder to me. And like I said, I've tried a ton. Like, from everything from, like, caramel to peanut butter to chocolate to, like, jam style to, like, they always taste the same to me. So, like, a little one, it's like, cool, that's enough of that. I could probably mindlessly accidentally eat the whole pack in one sitting. And that's the thing, because, again, these to me, even though they do taste mostly like peanut butter, I still can taste the protein powder, so that little one is enough. Like, that's me eating a protein bar. Is I'm like, cool, I had 3 bites, I'm done. Like, I'm tapping out. Like... So that's why they work. But yeah, like, I think for most people, if you can eat a full protein bar, don't buy those. They're too dangerous. Because you probably just taste like a chocolate chip cookie dough. I've made them before using oats and dates. Ooh, that would be yummy. Yeah, Fox a while back. I want to figure. He lost the recipe, and I'm bummed. I'm hoping we can find it again. Fox one time did make, and I do want to make them myself. If we can find the recipe again, they were like little protein bars, but they were really thin, and the way because we ate them at home, and the way we made them, it was like, you know, like Crunch bars, how they're like chocolate with like the rice inside. They were very much like that, but with protein. Sorry. That I want to make again. That's so good for me. I love the like Rice Krispie Crunch in chocolate. Oh, so good. I got the Bare Naked granola bites. Oh, and ate the entire bag in one sitting and felt healthy, but like crap. I mean, it's still better probably than like sitting down and eating like a full bag of M&Ms, which I could do. Yeah, I really wanted, I really wanted it for giveaways, Sonoma. I'd be like, everybody drumroll please, fill up chat. And it's like, brrrr. I really wanted a drumroll emote. I know it's just Bongo Cat, but still. I can eat the 3 protein bars with no issue. Oh, see, that would be, yeah, that's the thing. These would be so bad then. But I can't eat, I've never found a single protein bar I can eat. Because they all taste like protein, and that's just... That's enough of that. They're so cute. I just think of Alice tapping on the window now. Again, there was a black one. I could have got a black version, but I've gotten white for all of them because they're better to read. The white ones are easy to read. I used the Vega chocolate protein powder in smoothies. Mayonnaise and bread. I love it. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, lovely raiders. How was your stream? What were you doing today? Thank you so freaking much for wanting to raid us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope your day's going amazing. And thank you for the follow. In smoothies, the vanilla one is very protein tasty, but the chocolate. I found the regular vanilla powder isn't always, yeah, the chocolate one is way better. I agree with you on that. The cookies and cream one's pretty good too, but you have to make like almost like a sweet smoothie, right? The vanilla one I like, but the vanilla and greens one is disgusting. If you've ever had that, I made the mistake once being like, yeah, like more greens. That's gonna be so good for me. That thing tastes so nasty. No matter what fruits you add to it, you will not overpower the taste of that, and it's so gross. At least I find with the regular vanilla one, like if you have good fruit in there, you can kind of overpower it. But oh god, I made that mistake once and was like, I never even I hate it. I never even finished that tub, which like we know how expensive they are, but I was just like, it is so gross. Like don't ever make that mistake. Hi Mayonnaise, I hope your stream was good. I haven't had that. If I want green, I will put frozen kale. Honestly, so much smarter, yeah. Like that's what I thought. I was like, oh, I don't really have like a lot of the greens in my smoothies. I tend to make like fruit smoothies with like yogurt. So I was like, oh, this will be great. Thinking it would be similar to like, you know, the vanillas and stuff, but oh no, it has such a worse flavor. Like, okay, no thank you. I will polite pass. All gravy. Since you were gonna do next. Is there a lot of food puns in your stream? Was doing charity sketch cards for next show I'm doing. Oh, very cool. Congrats on Vividly Sawsome Hair. I think there are a lot of food puns with you. That's so cool though. When's your next show? It just doesn't look the best, but it tastes good. Just don't put it in a see-through glass and it'll be fine. See, even that, like, I find, like, that's how I know I'm, like, I find I'm very susceptible to, like, protein powders. Even when I would make smoothies, like, I had to make, like, a glass. Like, I couldn't make the big ones because I would never get through them, even no matter how well they were made. Like, it's just because, like, it's the protein powder in it that I'm like, I can only eat so much before my body's just like, yeah, that's enough of that, stop. It's like, oh, cool, you had, like, 3 sips, you're done. Small indie show in Bloomington. Oh, cool. In August. Toy and comic book show. Nice. That's awesome. My next one's in July. Although I still don't know how I'm going to do my display. because they have this really weird rule that you can't put the display can't be behind you, it has to be on the table. So, what if I should test mine at home? Hi B, how are you doing? It's so good to see you. Ooh. Rissa, hi, how are you? Good to see you. What have you been up to today? Doing alright. I got up to basically nothing today. Fair enough. Sometimes those days are the best, though. The only thing that's ever hard about those days is the side of me that's like so ingrained into like productivity is that like my brain will tell me like you're a failure, you did nothing. But it's like, but if I just enjoy it, sometimes the nothing days are great. If I can get past that stupid voice that says we have to always be productive. It's been a minute. It feels like anyways. I feel like time's passing so weird too. It does not help the feeling like, you know, you've been away from a stream forever or something. But what have you been doing lately? Any projects you're working on? Mood. I watched Spy Family recently and I've been seeing more and more like ads for that and I'm actually really intrigued. Like I haven't really been enticed by a random new anime in a long time. Like usually the ones that I'm like, oh, I really want to watch is because like you've heard raving reviews, you've seen tons of people be like, you need to watch this, like you see crazy cosplays from it, like but this is like the first one that I just keep seeing ads and I'm like, this actually looks really good. Like actually it's really interesting. Put a leg hanging out of these owls' mouth. Artists are friends, not food. Just like, what if it's just a paintbrush? That's all that's left of our artist friend. Nothing left. It's so good. Highly recommend it. The only productive thing I've done today was make a phone call that I've been hardcore procrastinating for quite a while. Low-key proud of myself. Honestly, yes, because those are like, especially when it's been going for a while, those can be really hard to do. It's just like, yeah, just get past them, make it happen. Spy Family is so insane. I freaking loved it. I binge read all the chapters in an afternoon. Also, I was thinking like to watch that one because I thought the action looks really good. But maybe we could just read as well as a manga. I should read the manga because waiting for the next anime app is continuously killing me. Just want to know. One thing I hate, I seem to have a knack with like book series I keep finding ones that are like I'm enjoying but then they're not complete. I'm like, why can't I find series that are done? Like I know there has to be good series out there that I have not read, and why do I never find those ones? I only find ones that are like, oh, this just started and they all end on epic cliffhangers. You just have to wait a year and a half for the next one. No big deal. I was on hold for most of it, but I done did the thing and it was simpler than I thought it'd be. Oh, that's good. Nice when you can finally get past it though, right? That's fine. I was gonna adjust something, I was like, never mind. That's me with webtoons. I'm reading so many webtoons and like at least over 50% are ongoing. Right? I don't want it though. Like I just want to like have a whole series. Like I want to find like, you know, like this 5-7 book series that's just like epic, amazing times and it's all out already. Like and then just get sucked in and be able to like binge it over like a week or something. That's what I want. That's not what I keep finding. I started by watching Brain Wet. Nope, you can't watch and work. Eat Brain has had enough. Eat Brain has had enough. Like the way I read that. But let me read it. I guess that makes sense though, because especially when like you're a fast reader, it's more satisfying. If I'm in the zone and binging something, I can read incredibly fast while taking everything in. So in the time it would take to watch that content in an episode, I could read that in like 7 minutes. Like she answered the phone. I told her what I needed. Her. Me. I love Lex's emotes. Are they not the cutest things in the world? Like, so perfect. But it worked out in the end. I'm so glad. Should there be a new BSD chapter out? Not that I've read last month's. Me with a good fanfic. Oh, it's the last time I found a good fanfic. The problem is I'm so boring. I only want fanfics for like the things I used to still enjoy. Like no one makes new ones for it anymore. Like my favorite was Inuyasha fanfics. No one makes those anymore though. It is out. I have read it. Yeah, it turns out I can still read 100 pages an hour for normal books. 50k word fanfic. Yeah, that's an afternoon. Just like done. I just like, don't get me wrong, I think sometimes I'm a fast reader, but also other times I think like if I get sucked into something, I don't really pay attention to how fast or slow time has moved. But there was someone who, what was the book? I never read it. It was a TikTok book, like a book talk book. I think it was like the 7 Husbands of Whoever, that book. Anyone who's on Book Talk knows what I'm talking about. But it's like this fat. Like it's like 600 pages or something. Like it's a giant ass book. And I just remember coming across with like a little TikTok of this person who was just like, I'm gonna sit down and read this and see how it goes. And and they were like, today. And it's them starting in the morning, like it was just like cuts of them like seeing where they were in the book, and they were showing time lapses of like where it was in the day when they were updating. And I just watching it being like, and like they finished it by like 4 or 5 p.m. and they started in the morning, and it's like a book, like again, it's like a 600 page like beast. And I was just like, I'm very impressed. Like I think I read decently fast, but like I would not be reading this in like not even a full day. Like she still had lots of afternoon left. Like I was like, what the fuck? And she's like, yeah, it was good. Like I really loved it. And I was just like, what? How are you human? Because emos are perfect, right? I agree, B. 10 books? Oh, that's my working week sorted. 115 chapter webtoon. That's barely a morning. Maybe 3 hours. Obviously, depending on the chapter length. I love it. I love that we all just, like, lose ourselves and just go. Like, dive in 100%. webtoon comics are a bit more difficult because I tend to look at the art a lot. Dude, guys, Kitty is like insanely talented. You don't even understand. When we were in uni, she wrote an entire like Homestuck style like webcomic about like all of us as like friends, and like it was crazy. Wow. X-Men, thank you so much for gifting us up to High Farm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for the 100 bits. X-Men, thank you so much. All the hype. And High Farm, I'm sorry if I missed you. How are you doing? I don't know if you're in here. Or if you just gifted you out of nowhere. Read The Order of the Phoenix in one Christmas day, so that would have been from mid-morning onwards. That is impressive. Like, that's like don't get me wrong, they're not hard reads, but it's still like there's a lot to read. Like, gonna try now, of course, Allie. I hope you get some good rest. And if things start to get better this month on a workload side or like whatever, we will try and plan some time for some gaming. Even if it's not Destiny time. Anonymous? Who could that be? Happy hauntings. Thank you so much. Wow! It's not giving it to you, X-Men. This is not having it. X-Men. Wow! I'm gonna sleep too. I leave you with a train because I can't. Thank you so much, X-Men. I'm sorry, by the way, that I was late today. I will try and definitely be on time for Thursday. It just worked out this way. But thank you so much. Have an amazing night. Get some good sleep. And this one landed on Tortoise. Oh, Tortoise was here earlier. Yay. Thank you for all the kindness and all the loveliness. And for the choo-choos and the epic hypes and all that good stuff. And the giveaway that was unlocked. That's a lot of words. Too bad I can't read. Back up. Train horn noises. Choo-choo. I actually really want to get one of those like train whistles. Like that like little conductors have. Those are so fun. Little wooden whistles. I've also been trying to figure out for a while how to like, it's just finding time for it, but I totally want to build like a little train headpiece. So every time a hype train happens, it'd be like, don the headpiece. And it'll be like a little train. I actually think I figured out a good way to it. I found someone on Etsy who sells like 3D printed trains, and I was like, that would be light. So we could have like a little train. It would work so well. Mission accomplished. Great job. I love and like think it's amazing that X-Men has figured out that you can just cheat the system and start a hype train all on your own. No assistance needed. Oh my god, tea was such a good call, guys. I always hate taking the like the breaks where I make tea because you have to wait for the water to boil, the steeping, so like it makes a much longer break than I usually like. Because I like a run to the washroom and back break, but man, it's worth it for the tea. Worth it. Totally the reason why I don't do tea breaks. Nothing to do with the fact that I don't like tea. Do you like coffee? Are you a coffee drinker? I might just be a not caffeine drinker at all, by the way. I'm very aware. No caffeine. Okay, fair. What's a break? Mina, you do long streams. Okay, you need to take breaks. Could you imagine me caffeinated? It'd be a lot. It'd be See, I find like tea caffeine though is just like really like soothing to me, if that makes sense. But I do find like when I have like a Red Bull or something, like that caffeine is like that's hype. But tea caffeine is just relaxing. Someone need a break? Just we're gonna ban the streamer to make them take a break. Actually, I took a break last stream. It was weird. It shouldn't be weird. I don't even drink energy drinks. Closest I get is my Pepsi Max. I always thought the craziest was that like Kay could end her stream for like a few hours and then pick it up again. Like she did that. Like she used to split her streams on Saturday into like 4 streams. I think it was 4 or 3. And it was like, she'd like take like an hour or 2 break. Which, like, don't get me wrong, like, in some ways I'm like, it sounds really smart because her streams, like, she was always standing. She, K-Pike Fashion is a body painter. So, like, she did these, like, really high energy, like, long streams. So, like, it made sense that way, but I remember always being like, dude, if I took, like, a 2-hour break by, like, shutting down stream, I would find that very difficult to keep, like, picking up and stopping. Like, it's one thing to, like, take a break to, like, go have dinner or something, go get some food. That makes perfect sense. But when it's, like, I feel like at that point my brain would just, like, process, like, we're done. Like, the stream is over. Alright? Just, I don't know how she was always able to pick herself back up and, like, do it again. If anything, it'd feel like, I just feel like it was like, but then, like, will I finish in time? Like, what if I go forever and I never get to sleep? And I start feeling sick and I'll lose my energy. Like, I'd be so nervous if so many outcomes on that. I miss Pepsi Max. Was that Pepsi with more caffeine in it? Don't Pops already have, like, an insane amount of caffeine? Why do you need more? Just, like, outmatch the sugar content in them. What's the most recent one? There's a commercial right now. It might be like the Rockstar energy drink or something. There's one that's like for caffeine. It might be like Starbucks or something. I can't remember. There's a caffeinated like coffee drink one that's like an energy drink. And I keep seeing it because it plays during the F1 races. But I remember just thinking, it always makes me laugh because the commercials are good. Like it's like a good beat and it's like a bunch of like dancers and stuff. But every time I see them drinking the like creamy, like some kind of like frappuccino or something, right? I'm like, okay, when I have like a frap or something, it's just sitting in your stomach. To then go and like break dance, it just like, I'd just be so much like curdling would be happening. like you just be like, this is a really interesting way to like sell this. It's like, this is where you get your energy. And I'm like, I don't know if it's energy to go like work out though, which is kind of what like dancing and like sports would be. Like, I don't think that's quite how that works. Kay is an anomaly, true. She hasn't streamed in a while, right? Have I just missed her stuff? I feel like she hasn't in a long. I think she's like she's been taking a break for a while, hasn't she? I don't know what for though. I didn't catch that when she started taking her break. Pepsi Max is a low-calorie, sugar-free cola marketed by PepsiCo as an alternative to Pepsi and Diet Pepsi. Oh, interesting. So low-calorie, sugar-free. Does it have more caffeine? Like, is it like a coffee, like, replacement? Who needs Pops when you can have a Monster? Ugh, Monster. Rain and Bang are pretty good. I have not tried either of those. Well, I've tried, is it Red Rain? But it's like spelled like rain, like R-A-I-N. Had that one. I've never had that rain. I never actually had Bang. As much as I own a hat from Bang, I only bought that at TwitchCon because it glows. I didn't really care about the energy drink. It was just, I just saw all the dancers at the Bang booth had that's hilarious that it's called the Bang booth. They just had the hats that have the light up strips on them, and it's like, I want that. I don't know anything about your product, and I've never had one, but I like the hats. So Pepsi Max has 12.91 milligrams per 100 mils. Coffee has 90. Sorry. Okay, so quite a bit more. Again, thanks Google. She was live. Oh, was she really? A little bit ago, but she's been dealing with a lot of stuff offline, moving, and house setup. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Yeah, I remember like months back her talking about moving. But I wasn't sure where she was at with that, because obviously like a lot of her times her streams are in her like stream space, which is the black space, so I can't always tell where she is. And I was curious if she had moved here or not, because I remember there was a stream where she was assembling like a cat tower, so I wasn't sure if that was like moved into the new place, assembling, you know, new stuff. But obviously I guess not then, if she's still moving. I don't know if she's in the new place or not. I'm not a huge fan of Pepsi usually. I do enjoy Pepsi Max Cherry quite a bit though. I do like the cherry pops. When Cherry Cola was amazing. And they took it away for a long time. I think it's kind of back now, but I don't really know. I don't really drink pop as much anymore. When I was younger, I was mad. It's just like, they were like, it's limited edition. I was like, why? Why is it limited edition? Like, I'd pay for it every day if you just, you know, left it. And then I was so mad that like Vanilla Coke wasn't very limited edition. It like just hung around. I was like, hey, Cherry Coke was far superior to Vanilla Coke. So like, can we get our priorities straight here? Like, which one should be readily available? Only one correct answer. Coke Cherry doesn't exist here. He'll make us 12.91, not 12.91. Oh, I read it as, like, in my head, I read it as 12.91. Did I just say 12.91? I was reading it that way because I was sitting there. I was being, oh, so it's about 3 or 4, 40, I guess, whatever, milligrams more. She's on like farmland that she somehow ended up with. I think internet wasn't a thing. Oh, that was the, okay, really interesting. Yeah, it's hard, right? Because like I don't want to like, the few times I get to like see her streams, I don't want to be that person who jumps in and is like, oh my god, update me on everything in your life, because like she's having conversations and stuff. But then I don't always catch everything about like when that kind of, when those conversations actually happen. I seem to never catch them, so I'm just like, oh, I'm so curious. But I also don't want to be that person being like, oh my god, I don't know what's going on with you, tell me everything. I must know all. I really did like Vanilla Coke too, though. It wasn't bad. Like, I didn't, like, Vanilla Coke was fine, but Cherry Coke was better, and it got taken away, and I was very salty about it. And I've clearly gotten over it at least, so that's good. Time for sleeps, absolutely. Hey, sleeps before the next day. Proud of you, Becca. Those are great habits to have. Looking at Mina. Have a good night, Becca. Get some good sleep. Becca's not me. I'm not Cena. Okay, fair enough. Well, okay. 12 a.m. Bed before 12 p.m. You'd be worse than Cena. I just wait until, you know, afternoons come in that I'm like, maybe I should go to bed. We got cherry vanilla Coke. What, is it like combined, or are you saying you have cherry Coke and vanilla Coke? Or is there one that is cherry vanilla Coke? Like, merged. Vanilla anything is better. Hard disagree. The citrus, like even lime Coke was better than vanilla Coke. And Lime Coke was kind of eh. Listen. Have a good night, Becca. There's cherry vanilla Coke. Interesting. I'll try it. These days I'm worse about food than sleeps. Still terrible about sleep. Somehow still worse about food. I'm worse about food than sleeps, but you're still terrible about Mina. I need you to love yourself as much as I love you, okay? I need you to start taking care of these things. Cherry vanilla and cherry vanilla. Oh, interesting. What about the Starlight Coke stuff? What the heck is Starlight Coke? What is that? That sounds magical. My first meal today was at 7 p.m. What? I mixed too much in college with vanilla Coke. Can't drink it anymore. Alright. That's fair though. I could totally see how that would come about. Just be like, no. No. Here, you can sharpen it. I didn't try it. Oh, well, it wasn't marketed as. It's just called Starlight Coke. It doesn't say like what it's supposed to taste like or anything. I saw that and wanted it so bad, but it was way out of my budget. It was like, it was more expensive too? What? I've never even heard of this. I'm so intrigued now. What the hell is Starlight Coke? Maybe it tastes like space. To be fair, if anyone claimed that, could we disprove it? Like, if someone came out and said, I have this product that tastes like space, could we definitively say, no, it doesn't? Kind of like I want to touch dark rum. No thanks. I feel like a lot of people like who were drinkers or had drinking experience. I know a lot of people have like a certain type of alcohol. They're just like, no. Like, I know a lot of friends who, like, it's tequila. Some friends, it's gin. Like, I know a lot who are just like, I don't touch that one. Like, no, no, no. It was the same price. I'm just broke. Well, we were talking about all the different types we've had, so I assume like it sounded like you've had some before. So I was like, if that one was out of your budget, I assume maybe it was more expensive. Hello. Why aren't you making? Wait, what? Pizza bites? I don't know, I guess. Yeah? Sure now. Thank you. Smaller cans too. How would the marketer know it tastes like space though? Because you just can't disprove it though. Me and Goldschlager. Oh, Goldschlager, that one's hard, yeah. What was the shot we had? We had Goldschlager and Fireball? Was that it? That thing was, oh. Spicy throat tearing. Like, what a shot. The food theorist actually made a whole video about the taste of space, and by some definition, Kokev's claim is somewhat accurate. If Coca-Cola drink is what you were talking about, I literally just joined. Well, I was asking what the heck Starlight Coca-Cola was, although I still don't know, to be honest. I've also had raspberry Coke once. It was interesting, but okay. Yeah, I can't see that being like amazing. Wouldn't be bad, but like, it was fireball. Yeah, we called it Dragon's Breath. Yeah, we did a shot. We were total nerds. We initiated people into our houses when we were in when we were in university. So we did a little initiation ceremony, and once you had to read our pledge out, and then you had to take a shot of Dragon's Breath, which was Fireball and Goldschlager. When I say we're nerds. It was fun. All of our friends participated. Space is mostly hydrogen, so you could make a case. Starlight, I don't know, but the space labeled taste is the one the video was about. Oh, interesting. I never understand what's happening here on this. Even in the, I'm like looking at the picture of the owl. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. Nerd alert! Very much so. As long as you find other nerds though, who cares if you're a nerd? You just need to find your people. And then you're good. It was actually about Starlight Coke after all. I went to grab the link. So was Starlight Coke marketed as tasting like space? Is that what it was?
Space.
Don't play when I tell you not to play. I hate these things. I hate that it does that. Told you. How dare. How very dare. Hi, Todd. Looking like a real hoot, or the hoot nanny. What you been up to? Laundry and being lazy. I mean, those can't go together. If you're doing laundry, you're doing good. Not being lazy. Not give yourself enough credit. try and see after today if I can get the Elgato set up again. I don't know what. I really don't know what's happened with this camera. Like, it's... Like, I don't know if something happened to it, but like, it used to be such good quality. I don't know why it's struggling. I think it's like out of focus. Well, time to get a Brio. No, I'm just kidding. It's the only logical solution. This little markings around here. So that's what I can describe with how I like to do this. I don't know if this is the right way, but this is how I tend to do it. The reason I do all the soft stuff first is because I always find like the soft blending is like a way to get the tonal values in as like a base. And they're soft, so they kind of just like cover space, right? And then over top, you can start adding the texture. Like all the little like details with the actual pencil strokes and like the way, like the natural textures that just a pencil lead leaves. I find that's kind of usually the nice way to go about it. Do you want to do a simple Pokemon cosplay for AN? Oh, I'm gonna try and be a Bellisum. Oh, that'd be so cute. I wonder if I could do one. I have to figure it out. The only problem I ever have is like I can't sew, right? So like the outfits. I wish I could just buy one and then I can do all the extra stuff. Hi Andrew, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Hope you as well. You too. How have you been? How was your weekend? Just an evolution from me being an oddish in 19. Oh, I forgot you guys did oddish. Time for the Sony A6000. Wait, the Sony line, that's what Mel has, right? But she doesn't have the 6000. How much is the A6000? You got me curious. Cause that's the line that Mel has, isn't it? I'm not sure if it's the one that I can't remember what line that Kirk Shannon has too. He has like a Sony. I just don't know what one it is. Sony A6000. All these don't have prices. That's concerning. Why do they not have prices? I'm guessing it's older, maybe? This one's an A6100, and it's just a casual $1,000. I don't know how much a 6000 is though. Oh my god, these ones are insane. $5,000. That's not the A6000 though, it's just a random one. I don't know how much they are. Just don't come up. They exist. but who knows at what price. I was looking at Henry's. You charge. Not cheap, but best quality. Are they really? They look light, which is really interesting, because, like, that's kind of always in my, like, when I hopefully upgrade the DSLR, I kept trying to be like, I wonder if that could be a good, I think I'd need, like, I think I need to mess with the settings, but I was like, I wonder if that could be, like, a really nice camera. But the problem is it can't be a top-down, because there's no, other than building myself a rig, the multi-mounts cannot hold a DSLR this way. They always promote they can hold DSLRs, but it's only if you sit them up. Like, they will not hold one, like, they'll just fall every time. So it's like, I have not found anything that can hold a DSLR at an angle, as if it was looking down. So that's the only problem with, like, I was trying to think if I could use that. I mean, I could use it for this one, but I don't know that, I don't think it could be a top-down, unfortunately. It needs to be lighter. Let's see, I'm curious. Sony A6000. What ones do you have? Let's show me your options. Oh, it's unhappy with me. Just gonna keep thinking. Okay, you do your thing. Oh, I wrote Sony. Okay, that's my fault. Oh, here we go. Sony A6000 Alpha with a 50mm lens is $800 in store only. I guess it's probably like a used one, like refurbished. Okay, well, price range gives you an idea. It is good to look into though, because like I know I want a camera upgrade for photographing my art. That one's most key because that's the products, right? That's what I give to you guys, and like if you buy stuff. So like that one's more important than stream quality, if that makes sense. But it is good to consider upgrades eventually for the stream cameras and what would actually work, because that's kind of the hard part, is like what can also be held aimed down. Like, it's why for a while I debated like, should I get the Brio? Although I think some people in chat mentioned that they didn't think the Brio was very good. But I debated that more because it's a webcam. It's the lightness that was appealing to that. Like, obviously, a webcam hookup is nice and easy. That's not a big issue. I can get a cam link. But yeah, it's the top down. Like, nothing will hold them correctly. There's some minor differences in the range. I think 6600 is the one I choose. Curious how much that one is. I just like kind of doing the research. Sony A66. You. I think it has the in-body stabilization. Ooh, that's very useful. Body only is 1900, and Sony Alpha 6600 with a 135mm lens. Oh, sorry, no, 18 to 135, so it has a zoom. 2400. I get it. The tag is great, but why do they have to be so expensive? I'm sure they're worth it, but it's like, damn it. I gotta be pricey. It's so frustrating. Just be cheaper. Just. Interesting though. Good to look into. It's nice to get more research done. Gotta remember to sit back. Kind of drawing sideways is helping, reminding me to keep the back flat against the chair. Like, don't get me wrong, like, they're worth it, right? Because, like, the technology is so advanced in those cameras, but yeah, it's just a bummer, because you're like, oh. Like, my beautiful, wondrous, amazing standing desk is cheaper. Is significantly cheaper than getting, like, a new camera. Like, and it's just thinking about that, it's like, what? Like, I'm gonna go to sleep, of course, much walking to do tomorrow. Oh, I hope you keep sending pictures, Kutsis. I hope you have an amazing time, seriously. Get some good sleep, get some good shut-eye, and have an amazing time. Could an old tripod thing for the 90s huge camcorders work top down? It would take up deck space. So the problem with the tripods is that, think about this setup, right? Where would the tripod go? Like, I'm on a drawing board right now. And so, like, the tripod, there's no way for it to really work. Like, it would have to either, like, be there. And even then, I don't think it would fit between the space between my drawing board and the monitor. And also, a lot of times, even if you get it, like, set up that it's on the table or whatever, like, you would always block this camera. But it also, it usually is on the artwork. Because for those front legs to sit forward, they have to, like for it to aim down, they have to sit on top of the art piece. Because, like, that's how it makes the triangle, right? So they just don't, unfortunately, like, tripods don't, like, there is a tripod that exists that is, it has almost like a slight rail on it, to be able to potentially, like, have it aim down and go a little bit further out so that maybe your tripod legs wouldn't be in the shot. But the problem with that, again, is that it's super limited. Like, the nice thing about how this moves right now is if I wanted to angle it around, up, down, sideways, it's at an angle, like, that all works. Like, I can adjust it really easily to be like, oh, cool, now it's more in center. With those ones, they can only do one direction. Either sit up or hang like this. Like, there is no nice, like, in-between. Which is a bummer. Like, it's kind of the idea of, like, the Gorilla tripods are the ones that are kind of like ball joints, and they're meant to, like, grab to stuff. But again, they can't hold DSLRs because they're too heavy. So it's just like, ugh. The only way I've ever seen it done, people have to build rigs themselves that, like, sit over their desk and don't touch anything, and that's really hard itself too. But potentially, if they're thinner, like they make some the mirrorless ones are lighter, so you could go that route. Just my DSLR is this guy currently. Mine is this one, and he's heavy. So, like, there's no way, like, that the current tripods or multi-mounts or anything would hold this. It would just fall. Like, he's a little beast. Which sucks, because I would love to be able to use it for that. I mean, like I said, I might be able to use it for my webcam. Like, why not? But I prefer the detail here than on my face. I don't really care if I'm in high def. If you can do it without the in-body stability, the other versions have a few hundred, but then you end up offloading that cost to the lenses. Which add more weight, right? The lenses are usually heavier than the bodies. I was sad last night the Oilers got swept. The only silver lining there is that so many of them look so injured. But I was like, I mean, maybe for your own health, it's not the worst thing. But, oh, it sucks. see what this playlist is like. That's a brand new one. See if it's any good. Zoom in. See more detail. The interesting thing about these feathers is like there are the separation lines, which you can kind of see on my reference. There's also so much texture through here that they're a little bit fuzzy. But the good thing about anything with texture is that it kind of hides a lot of flaws. So if you're ever looking to do something you're not confident in, find stuff with texture. It's very forgiving. You notice it a lot on special effects makeup. They always use that. They always use texture to kind of hide seam lines and stuff. It's why they'll do like the brush flicking or like the splatter. It's why they'll do like a lot of like aliens and stuff will always have like a textured skin. They're rarely like it's much harder to do like the perfectly smooth creatures. Which is also a lot of times why, I remember when I was first learning, like, special effects and, like, makeup, I was always so confused how, like, when they do, like, the awards at, like, I don't know, like, Oscars or whatever, and they'll do makeup awards, the ones that would win always blew my mind, because it'd be, like, some crazy, amazing special effects creature versus, like, a slight aging makeup, or, like, something that seemed super simple, right? Like a nose prosthetic. And it was only when I started learning it that I was like, oh, I get it now. It's because the really subtle, like, it has to be, like, in your face obvious. And if that's done well, it's incredibly impressive because it's so hard. Like, if an actor had, like, a nose prosthetic on, and that was it, and they wore it every time, hiding all those seam lines perfectly in close-up shots and, like, all this stuff, like, that is so, it takes so much skill versus... Not that it's not skillful in any way, but like someone who gets to put like reptilian scales all over and gets to like hide all the like mistakes and stuff, it's not judged the same. And I was like, oh, I kind of get it now when you like learn it. But when I was younger, I hated it. I was just like, what do you mean? Have you seen that? Like you're all blind on the panel. It doesn't make any sense. Just oh. I see. I already lost me with this song. About this one. I did that because I was literally changing the song. And right when I clicked it, that happened. Freaking heart attack. I thought I just did something to activate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Colbachu. How are you doing today? I can't even express how much internal, like, freak out I had. Like, I thought I did something. It was just like, how? How did I possibly mess that up? That's quiet for you guys? That's not quiet for me. That thing sounds awful. How are you doing today? The unintentional timing on that. I'm okay. I think it's been about 6 months since I've been here. Have things been going well though? I hope life's been treating you kindly. Gratitude. Aw, thank you. There's been some ups and downs, but found a way to keep the stream going. It's a huge high point of my days. I don't want to give it up unless absolutely necessary. Life's been good. Started an e-commerce business that is starting to really take off. That's amazing! Congrats! And good on you. I mean, without even knowing everything goes into it, I know you must have been working your butt off on that. It's amazing. Happy to hear it's starting to take off too. That's awesome. I hope the growth is continuous and excellent. What are you up to tonight, Nushma? Do you still have hockey or is your hockey season over? Only the small rink, Sunday hockey, 3v3. Damn, 3v3, that'd be tiring. That would get exhausting fast for me. You're a lot taller than I thought. The ice is like an outdoors ice as well, bumpy hard. Oh, that kind of sucks. I always found like that ice, like outdoor ice, right, is like it's worth it because of the experience of like getting to like play on a lake or something, like playing outdoors. But if the ice was just like that ice sucks. Like it's totally made up for by the fun of getting to like play outside, get to enjoy nature, like all that stuff. But it's like if the ice is just like that, that sucks. It like chops up your skates too so badly. Hi Daz, how are you doing? Good to see you. What you been up to? My arm is getting better with the PT, so pretty good. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Starting to, it's nice to even just start feeling the improvement, right? Even if you're not there yet. It's nice to know things are getting better. I'm like half blending this part because I want some of that texture to stick around. Just want it a little bit darker as well. Maybe like a half blend. I don't know why I'm holding these like this. Stab myself in the eye. Why not? Who's Dabby? I just want like reset you. Why don't you look better? Maybe the FPS higher. No, that doesn't work. It makes it. It's not even that good quality, even at that one. Oh, god damn it. Why? I don't know if there's any settings I can do to like make it do better. Doesn't change anything. Why doesn't it change anything? Did that turn something? Does it look better though? Interesting. Full color range is softer, but partial is like harsher. Are you gonna open your commission soon? I've been looking for nice Star Wars coasters. I noticed on your store you make coasters. We consider making some. I would love to support an artist instead of printing for us. Aw, thank you. A coaster commission would be interesting. I've never done a coaster commission before. Because I've always because I usually have to buy like in kind of bulk for those. That would be tricky. I'd have to find a different supplier because with the ones I buy, I have to buy a certain amount of each design. So I wouldn't be able to just buy like a set of 4, which would be tricky. I am currently like they're not fully open to the public yet because I'm currently in the process of opening my commissions, but I do have a perk on my Patreon tiers that they get like first dibs. So when I opened a few slots at the beginning of the month, they were kind of filled by them, and since they're big projects, like it doesn't really allow for more to open until I get through them. So currently they're still closed, but it's just because I have big ones on the go. Star Wars coaster. It'd be cool though. I always like the idea of doing new coaster designs because they're fun. But yeah, I'd have to find a different supply. I'd have to find a different manufacturer for that because I wouldn't be able to make, like, I have to at least make a set of 4 because I have to order at least 4 designs of each one. Something to consider though. But yeah, unfortunately I do have to get through the commissions I currently have. That's why they're closed, so sorry. I'd be first live everybody, so for sure. It's not a bad idea, honestly. Interesting. I put it on device default, it just disappeared. Okay, partial doesn't really help either, does it? Would more or less exposure help, I wonder? Just shouldn't suck this much. Salty about it. Nope. I really don't know what's happening with this camera. I feel like it used to be a lot higher quality, and I don't know how that would work, that it would suddenly not be. sense. God. I'm just trying to think if I did something. Yeah, like I keep defaulting the settings to be like fix it, but it's just not doing anything. Driver maybe, but like I haven't updated the driver in a while as far as I'm aware. Unless I have a system that's automatically doing it. Like it's just like this is my 922. Like this is my significantly better one. I don't know why it looks so bad. And it's so close. Like I mean you can see it now in stream. Like it's not even that far away. I'd understand if it was like on the ceiling. Like Windows update maybe, which means like there's not much I can do about that, right? It just sucks because like I also want to like explain the texture points, but you guys can't see the texture, so it's like I can't even explain the process. Like, but being like this is what's happening because it's like cool, some blur is happening for you guys. Let's see if the driver. Aw, Valerian! Valerian! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome! Aw, you brought treats. Thank you. Oh, put in the freezer because I stopped eating. Thank you. Thank you. Valerian, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. Welcome, lovely raiders. How was your stream? What were you doing today? Thank you, thank you. Saying USB 3 required for Facecam. Is that not what it's using? Sorry, I was fighting with my webcam when you guys came in. I'm trying to figure out why it looks so bad. Because this is supposed to be my better camera, and it looks like it's like fuzzy and out of focus, and I can't figure out why. So I apologize for that. I don't know the song. That's just an alert sound I found a while back, sorry. I don't actually know what it's from. Resets my sound alerts every time. Oh, it's really annoying, isn't it? And I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? How was your stream? Maybe we'll figure this out. Today I was just trying 2 ideas out before I go all out. So I have 2 ugly tiny paintings. It's really smart though. I'm really bad about doing the test paintings ahead of time. But they're so good to do. Especially before you like commit to the big boys and like get all the questions answered at the tiny size. This device cannot start. Operation failed. Interesting. These like the cords for them have been the same since like day one. I wonder what's now wrong with them. They're really fun. They're almost like little like mini pizza pockets. They're like little dumplings almost. They have pizza inside. No, but I could give it a shot. I mean, it's just saying USB 3 required, but it's just weird. I've had the same cords with these for like a year and a half or 2 years. Like, but I could do that. No, we found these recently. Like, they're like in the frozen food section. We're like, they're just kind of nice to just throw in. I like them more than the pizza bagels. Probably equally as unhealthy, but those Totinos. I've never heard of that. I don't know. These are like a random brand that I've never heard of, so I wouldn't say they might not, but they might be based on that. I don't know what a Totino is. Ask Patty to learn to bake some. I like that. Have someone else make them for you? Good call. Totino's is the pizza pocket brand in the US. Oh, really? Do you guys have, like, do they have mini ones like that? It's only mini. Oh, they only have the mini ones. Oh, interesting, because yeah, like our pizza pocket brands are like, I think they're just like pizza pocket or whatever. But they're always the ones that are like little half moons that are like this big. So these were new. These I've never like had seen these before. I've heard bagels are calorie dense, but Tostino's is fake cheese. I'll take more calories over eating crud. Absolutely, Valerian. Sorry for not asking. I'm fighting with my camera, so I'm very distracted. But I would love to. Let me give you a permit, though. I don't want Nightbot to get mad at you. I have to write sideways, so give me a sec. See, I missed the Y. I don't know how I missed that, but I did. I think I spelled it right. Sorry, my keyboard goes off to the side when my drawing board's up, so I'm literally typing fully sideways. Not gonna be. No worries. I totally get it though. I totally get like the fact that you're doing this is awesome. Like it's great to have like it's the sketch phases. Oh my god. Oh, I love that. See, I totally get it though. Like, I totally get where this is going. I love that you figured out the colors. your light source on the one. I really like the colors that you've just laid down in the one with the girl out the train window. That's gonna look so cool. I love these. I cannot wait to see what they become. It's a phage. It's just a phage. It's not a phage, Mom. Oh, I love those. This goes out to all my people who hang out here. You guys know I'm terrible. I just dive right in. And while that can sometimes work and that's fun, this is how, like, you should be doing it. Do the layouts, figure out things like angles and light directions and color blends. Like, doing stuff like this is so smart, so when you move into the big sizes and do your big piece, you have a lot more to work with. These are gonna be awesome. I can't wait to see them. I wasn't following you already? That's silly. Fix that. Sorry about that. It's not a phage, Mom. I was born a hemoglobin. Could be macro if I wanted to. Maybe I should unplug it and plug back in. Why not? No worries at all. Thank you so much for the raid. Sorry you came in at a moment when I'm just fighting with technology, but thank you very, very much. I hope you have an amazing night, get some good sleep, and thank you again for sharing your wonderful community with us. I really appreciate it. Did we improve anything? I don't feel like we did. Which is unfortunate. Maybe there's been an upgrade, like my webcams are hooked up to extender cables. Maybe there's been an update where my extender cables are no longer good enough. That might be the problem. If it's saying it needs, I mean, it's just saying USB 3 required. I don't. It's like in a haze. I just find it so weird. Yeah, like, now I'm curious. Maybe I can look up my order history. Tor! Hi, how are you? So good to see you. What have you been up to today? If the connector cable is USB, the 3 features probably wouldn't transfer through. Maybe that's what it is. Because yeah, I've had it for over 2 years now with no issues, but if there's been an update where it now requires that, maybe they're just not good enough anymore. What one did I get? I thought these were the ones I had. might just be 2. No worries, Tor. No worries. Absolutely, we can do a sellout. 3, 2, 1. The only reason I can't plug them in directly is it's my tower's too far away. We could, I wonder if I can reach the front of the tower. I'd have to move this. Maybe we'll see. I'll give it a shot. It's like, it might be slightly too short. Let me see. This should be quite the stretch. Let's see. Oh. Can you do it? Move this the slightest bit. Let me see if this makes a difference, though, because that at least lets me know that there's something wrong with what it's doing then, doesn't it? Is that better? Can't actually tell. I hope you guys are paying attention. I'm now confused. Is this better? I feel like it doesn't look that much better. I don't see much. Me either. Okay, so I'm not crazy. That's it plugged in directly. What the hell is going on? Sorry, Tor. I know you came in at hard. I'm sorry for anyone coming in right now. This is really annoying. I'm just trying to figure out. This is my better camera. This is my 922, and it's just like the quality. Like it looks like fuzzy and kind of out of focus. Like it's really weirding me out. Like you guys can't see any details. You can't see like the right pigmentation of the pencil. I'm just really confused why it's so bad today, and I haven't been able to figure it out. Like, it's not like, you can see it, but it's just, like, it's like you have, like, a fog over it. And I just don't really understand why. This is my better camera. It shouldn't look so crap. Like, I mean, we can get through stream with it, but I just don't really get what's happened. Like, it just looks so meh. Can't do that one. I guess what we're stuck with. I was trying to figure out if there's something I did. Like, it's been bad for the last few streams, admittedly, but I don't know what happened. Mine as well? Okay, well that would make sense because all I'm seeing when I went to the drivers, the cameras aren't even separated into the multiple cameras, which is weirding me out. All it says is USB 3 required for face cam, although I think I have USB 3s now, so I don't really get what's happening here. I don't know what it's doing. I guess I'm gonna have to figure it out after stream. It's just frustrating, I just don't... I wanted to like explain like little texture things I'm doing, but they don't show up, so I can't really explain them without just being like, cool, this fuzzy thing I'm doing. Sorry guys. I don't know what's going on today. No worries, Xavier. Thank you for coming over in the raid. I really appreciate it. Enjoy your lurk. You got the max image settings and the camera firmware software. So I can only... I don't know if I can adjust outside of it. Budget... think there is any software for the webcams on their own. Maybe hardware? Maybe I can see it from that side if I go to properties. You. This device is working properly. I don't think it is. Change settings. Where are the settings? Update driver. Best drivers are installed. Okay. If I rolled back driver. Uh-oh. What have I done? Webcam not responding. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Done things. Done bad things. Oh, well that's stupid. I have to restart my computer to make the driver changes. Well, then there's no point. This is the Logitech 922. No. Alright, well I might be stuck with this, unfortunately. It's a bummer. I would have, I'm just gonna have to figure, I have no idea what's going on. I, like, haven't done anything, but I'm thinking, like, my computer might have auto-updated drivers. I mean, there might have been, people were saying a Windows update. I don't really know. It just looks bad. Which sucks. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. I deserve chocolate for my distress. Alright, well. I'll keep working away. I'm sorry, guys. There's one thing I want to try and bring to stream. It's some quality, but apparently today's not that day. I don't think so. I don't think I have any software for them. I will download it now, though, if it helps. If the stream crashes, by the way, it's because I've done something terrible. I'm just letting you know. If it all just ends. Stream is always quality. Your lies are so kind, Sonoma. like was opening and then just said no. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Alright, fine, be that way. Preface, a friend was setting his camera up and it was using exposure priority, which made the image look blindingly bright and foggy. In the capture software, you can change it to frame rate priority, which for him at least cured the fog. That's good to know. Let's see. Oh, see if it'll open. Open. Maybe. Don't close. Come on. Oh. Giant purple screen. Is it gonna stay purple? It's just... Okay. Come on. You know you want to work for me. You know you want to. You don't want to. Maybe it's because I'm using it? Because I'm streaming? I don't know. Just stuck here. Await the arrival of purple enlightenment. I would like to be enlightened if it means this camera would fix itself. That takes some enlightening. Enlightening. I run as admin. Work. Open. Next. I'm gonna click buttons. You can't go purple on me. Nope. Nope. Being used. Okay. What if I deactivate this one on OBS? And then it opens here. Okay, so now what? I'm trying so hard. Okay, where was that setting? This frame rate thing. Settings profile. Default. What's default do? I don't know if I can change release settings in here. What can I change? Oh, I can fix the resolution, maybe. What? Oh, portrait. Okay, full HD. Maybe. Maybe it's getting better. I don't know. I can't tell. Advanced settings. That doesn't help me at all. Frame rate is 30. Why? Full HD. What? I'm stupid. Video encoder. Yeah, that's fine. Do I have to save these things, or do they just save automatically? Aw, thanks, Tor. It's really nice of you. I was late to stream today. I apologize. Frame rate is priority. Okay, that's good. Anti-flicker. That's good, right? Alright, well, see if that did anything. I'm gonna close out of here. Reactivate you here. Don't think it did anything. I'm just wasting my time and your time. Sorry. I really wanted this to like magically work and it'd be beautiful and wonderful and we'd all hold hands and it'd be good times. Alas. It's just not the way it is. I'm like, sure, I guess. It all looks so bad. I tried. I tried. It was fruitless. It was pointless. But we tried, so whatever. Can't say we didn't put the effort in. Even if it did not pay off. I'll have to... I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be able to figure it out, honestly, outside of stream. But I'll give it a shot and see if I can figure it out. We'll do our best. Aw, thanks, Rissa. I like the shirt, too. When I found it, I was like, must own immediately. It shall be mine, and I shall own it, and it will be mine. Little markings on the wings that are actually like white around it, which I'm drawing over shaded areas. So it's not going to be perfectly white, but I find you can still get the like idea of them by doing little like dots and then kind of like two triangles on top and bottom. Again, this area is full of texture, so it's pretty forgiving, but I do like to try and get like the main little sections. I always say, these would be like the anchor points. They're like visual anchors for your eyes. If everything's gonna be textured and like wonky, you want just like little things that, like catch your eye and make you feel like, okay, cool. I know kind of what's going on. When I look at this, I see things. That's really all you want from it. these like little patchy spots on the wings that I always don't really know why. Maybe it's just markings. But they're kind of good because you always want like breathability in your drawings. This whole thing was texture would be a little confusing as to what you'd be looking at. So this owl is going to be 100p graphite. Wait, it was 100p. Oh, 100%. Yeah, I usually do these ones entirely. The one thing I do at the end of this one is I do a border in gold leaf, just to make them fancy. But yeah, the whole design is just graphite. I like the effect it has. Yeah, I was saying earlier, on my website, I have under the like original section, there's like just a few, but some of my designs, like 2 years ago when we did the Advent drawings, we did a new original every day in the month of December, and then they went up for sale. And so some people really liked some of the designs that came out of that, but they were like one-offs. So I didn't make all of them, but I made some of them kind of these like made-to-order originals. So they're ones that I've done before. Like I've done this design before, but you can order and you still get an original. Like none of them can ever be the same. That's completely impossible. I'm not that good. And so they're kind of like still customized. They're still done, obviously, all by hand. So they're kind of like a way to get an original piece at, you know, not full commission prices and whatnot. But hopefully still something special. It's kind of going every direction over here. Easiest way to get like organic dotting is to just like do it really fast because you'll naturally slip and you'll get those like not at all circle dots. Had a neighbor that I knew growing up came to visit me and the apartment. She loved your art. Oh, and I gave you a business card. Thank you, Jupiter. That's so nice of you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, you know, okay, Rissa, you know how sad this is? So I just finished, and I love this, and I just realized I cannot sell them in Anime North. I just finished an entire Digimon series. And so I have 8 new pieces that could be brand new prints, and I'm gonna make stickers for them. And I just realized I cannot sell them in Anime North. So I have some beautiful new pieces that will not be making their debut there. Which sucks. I love them so much. Basically a rainbow altogether. Together they make a rainbow. But yeah, Anime North, as we've talked about before, has a bunch of really stupid rules that are specific to Anime North and Anime North only. And there's many things in regards to, like, you know, my friends can't help me with, like, setting up and the table and stuff. One of the rules they have is you cannot have any artwork with any kind of, like, logo, insignia, symbol, anything like that. So because these are, like, the crests, I will not be able to sell these. Which sucks. They also have rules of, like, people, like, I mean, it doesn't even hurt my design as much, but, like, well, I mean, I can't sell the Moon Knight ones because you cannot sell anything Disney, which means Marvel, Star Wars, everything else that falls under it. So, yeah, I'm not gonna have much new for AN, because this was my most exciting new project. But I cannot sell them. Which is a huge bummer. I'm really annoyed because I was really excited thinking, oh my god, like that. Because the other thing too is we were talking about it and how I made them with the full intention of definitely doing stickers, and we're making some bookmarks based on the backgrounds. I took pictures of all the backgrounds before I did the overlays. And then we were talking about how, like, I would like to make new prints. I've been a little gun shy on prints because they're big investments up front and they take a while to sell. So I was, like, nervous, and it was like, it sucks because if I could sell them at Anime North is in July. So I was like, if I could sell them there, I would absolutely commit and buy and do the inventory to get some new prints, and then there would be new prints in the shop for you guys, but I can't sell them there. So I'm like, it means I can't move them, like, which really, really sucks. I know, I'm bummed. I don't know what to make in time for AN, to be honest. Because also I'm doing the Moon Knight series, which I was like, oh, it'd be really cool to sell prints of those. I can't sell them anymore. It's like, I hate my life. I'm just kidding, but I'm really annoyed by it because I was like, I'd be so excited to see how they do as well. I've never had my Galaxy art at, like, an anime convention, and I would have loved to see how those would do. Like, especially because, like, Anime North would bring nostalgia. Like, some people, when we did this series, they don't know what Digimon is, and that's totally fine. You don't need to know what Digimon is. But those of us who do know it, like, love the nostalgia behind it. Like, love the series, all that stuff. And it would have been nice to get to interact in person with a crowd like that, you know? Like, get to share the nostalgia and the fun and the, like, the different way of bringing it to life, but alas. Alas, no. So that's a bummer. I would have liked that. It would have been such an easy way for me to commit to getting some new prints. Like, let's just do it. Like, I'm wondering if I could, like, bring the stickers and see if they kick those off my table or not. But they actually do anything. So the only way I can think to try and sneak it by them, I could still get in trouble, is I wouldn't be able to put it on my display, which is what really sucks. I would love to have them on my, like, display that people see when they're walking around. The closest I could do to try and sneak it would be if I had them in my portfolio book. But then you have to hope that no staff sees that at any point during the day. They do ask you to take them down. I forgot when I had it. I mean, I don't remember if it was like 3 or 4 years ago I tabled there. I forgot about this rule of like no symbols, and I had my Deathly Hallows print up. And they came, and it sucked because it was like in my display, like taped with all the other ones on the like print board I do. And they came over and said like, you cannot sell that, you have to get rid of it. And then I was like, oh, okay. So I had to like, I put something over top because I couldn't possibly take it down. But they literally came by all weekend, like constantly being like, you're not selling that, are you? And I was like, no, they're all away. I have not sold the Deathly Hallows print. And they literally did it constantly. They came over and hounded me, be like, have you been selling it? Have you sold it? Because you're not allowed to. And I was like, got it. Yeah, haven't sold it. Like, but like they're freaking ridiculous about it. Like fucking police.